Okay, so we're going to do this core flow session this morning, and it's going to have some yoga aspects to it and Pilates aspects to it as well. All right, so let's get started with just standing feet hip distance apart, soften the knees a little bit, engage those core muscles. Root lock in yoga, which is your perineum squeeze or pelvic floor engagement, and deep abdominals, drawing those in. All right, so from here, let's just take a little twist. All right, and just start to wake up the spine. Relax through the shoulders, the neck. Let's keep strong in your center, keep drawing your hand up. And then just start to increase the range of movement as you go. And maybe start to pivot through one foot. And a little bit bigger. Breathing, hold the breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to take it into a bit of a big sweep up, down, side, round, okay? And just work through the spine, articulate the spine. Okay, so breathe. Change direction when you're ready. Remember to soften those knees, maybe take the feet a little wider than hip. Give yourself more of a stable base. And then come back to the top. Stretch out with the arms and the legs and twist and reach. Twist and reach. In breath, twist. Exhale, reach. So again, working into that thoracic spine. Doing this standing saw here. Getting a bit more stretch into the back of the body as well. You're breathing in as you twist. You're breathing out as you reach down. And then release and turn those toes out. And take it down into a wide leg squat. Keep that body nice and strong, drawing in through your midline. And then reach up and curl down. Reach up, inhale, and curl down. So just getting some body heat going. And opening up connective tissues. Working into the inner thighs here. And into the glutes. Breathe in to reach, breathe out to curl down. And then last one. And then from here, step out a little longer. And then bending one knee and resting the arm. And just sweep up and over. And take a stretch there. And breathe. And then from here, bring the hand down. Pivot the back foot so the heel comes up. From here, you can keep the knee up or drop the knee and take a twist and breathe. And release, and then come up and turn. Bend the knee, reach up and over. Lift the rib cage, send the edge of the back foot to the floor. Drop the hand down, opposite the foot. And from here, we can drop the knee down. We'll keep the leg up and twist. And just open up on that right side. And release, come back to the front. And just roll it up. And then from here, we're just going to try a little bit of balancing work. Okay, so from here, feet are hip distance apart. Okay, so we want to make sure that everything's switched on. So your core is thighs and glutes and abs and back, everything's switched on. Okay, so let's just reach the arms up and take one knee up. Okay, now from here, we're just going to reach back with that leg. Okay, now this leg can either stay up or tap to the floor. And then we're going to tuck in And we're going to reach. And we're going to tuck. Exhale. And we're going to reach. Tuck. So remember, tap your foot to the floor if you are struggling with the balance. Tuck. And reach. Tuck. And reach. Tuck. And reach. Couple more of those if we can. Really focus on something to maintain your stability and keep that core engaged. And then on the next one, let's step the foot all the way back and reach up and lift the chest. Now straighten the front leg a little bit and curl down. And reach up, inhale. And curl down, exhale. And reach up, inhale. And curl down, exhale. So just stretch it up, opening up. And one more time. And then step the other leg forward. Okay, so from here, we're going to take it into balance on that side. So bring the knee up, reach the arms up. And then from here, extend the leg back. Okay, if you can, you keep it off the floor. If not, you tap the foot to the floor and then you tuck. Inhale away and then you tuck, exhale. So keep everything switched on. There's quite a lot going on here. Focus your gaze. Keep your center strong. Keep your standing leg strong and stable. Remember to tap the back foot to the floor where you need. In breath, reach. Exhale, tuck. In breath, reach. Exhale, tuck. Obviously, if you need to hold on to something, just focus on that leg action, but remember to tap the toe down where you need. And then one more. And then we'll reach that foot back, and we'll reach up. We'll straighten up through the front leg, but not locking. Inhale, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Reach up on the in, and exhale down. And one more. And then come to the front of your mat. And then from here, just soften the knees, send the hips back, lift the chest, arch the spine, inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly around the back and into a cat stretch. Inhale, tailbone away, lift the chest, and then exhale, scoop the belly around the back, tuck the tailbone. And again, so we're into this cat stretch here, standing, and you straighten up through the legs a little bit as you go into the cat. In breath, tailbone away. And then lead with the tailbone, scoop the belly in, around the back. And then from here, drop the hands down to the floor. Okay, send one foot back. And then the other. So we're going to try to hold this high plank here. Okay, so draw your belly in and breathe. Okay, from here, if it's too much, drop one knee down. But we're going to just stir your right leg. All right, so we're just going to try and hold that position whilst we just do a little bit of stirring with this knee. Breathe. Change direction. To drop the other knee down if it feels too much. Otherwise, really switched on through your center. Keep the body as still as you can. And then come back, hold it, or take a breather. Abs nice and strong. Push the floor away, hands directly underneath the shoulders. Doing the same with the other leg. Keep the body still. And just stir that knee. Just working into the hips there. Changing direction. Abs pulled in deep. Thighs are on. Come back, see if you can hold it. And then come down to knees and stretch it back into child's posture. Walk your hands round to your right hand side, as far around as you can, stretching down through the side of the spine. Breathing. And then walking round to the other side. And breathe. And place your forearms on the floor, okay? And send back those feet into a low plank. And then start walking your feet up. Hips lifted, abs strong. Push the floor away. Walk the feet back. See if you can hold that low plank. Tap the knees down one at a time. Breathe. Anytime you need to, take a rest. Then hold it if we can. Start walking up again. Pull the belly in, push the floor away. Breathe. Walk back again. See if we can hold that low plank. See if you can tap your feet out to the side. So coming back more to the center now. Remember to drop a knee where you need. Breathe. Tapping out to the side. Come back center. Can you hold it? Last time, can you walk up? Walk the feet up, lifting the hips. Pulling the abdominals deep. Walk it back out. And then drop the knees. And stretch it back. Child's posture. And breathe. Okay, so come back to hands under shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Okay, draw the belly in. Step the right leg back. Okay, take your left hand, palm facing up, sweep it under, drop the head and thread through slowly. And then sweep up, inhale to the top. Sweep through, thread, and follow the hand slowly up to the top. Get the rotation now to challenge more. Lift the back leg up as you thread through, if you're able to, and then lower the leg as you reach up. Scoop your belly in, keep the body still, nice and slow. On the out breath through, and on the in breath up. So do this as slow as you can. And thread through. Lift the leg if that's possible, otherwise on the floor. And then one more. And then release. Stretch it back. Child's posture. Take a breath. And then come back up to hands under shoulders and knees under hips when you're ready. And step your left leg back. Everything tight through your center, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Right hand palm up. Sweep through, thread it through. And then reach it up nice and slow. Exhale, thread it through. Get as much range as you can. Open up through the spine. We can lift that back leg. And into the shoulder girdle there. Exhale through. Lifting the back leg if you can. Keep everything switched on. So you're slowly taking the leg up as you thread through, and you're slowly lowering it down. And you're following the hand. You're breathing in to open up. You're breathing in to thread through. You keep the leg on the floor if that's better for your control. Last one. And stretch it down. And then come down onto your front. And stretch those arms out long. Reach the fingertips away from the toes and try to lift the feet. Try to lift the arms. Okay? Sweep the hands round. Lift the chest. Holding that position, bringing the hands down by the thighs. Sweep them back forwards, exhale. Hold it there. Sweep them back to the legs. Hold it there. And again, sweep forward. Hold it for a moment and sweep back and hold it for a moment. Crown and head reaching away from toes. Sweep forwards on the out and sweep back on the in. Sweep forwards on the out. Sweep back on the in. Keep lifted. Last couple of repetitions on these. And then take the hands under the shoulders, drop the feet, lift the nose, the chin, the chest, and come up, lengthen out, slowly down. Once again, nose, chin, chest, send the breastbone forwards, keep the hips down. And again, come up. And then release and push back into your child's posture. Send your hips back and just release into the back before rolling round onto your back. And just take some breath there. Bring the feet together and then let the knees just go out to the side. Take the hands behind the head lightly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clam the knees together as we bring the head up. So we're going to come up and bring the knees together and squeeze, and just lightly with those hands. You're not pulling on your head. You just bring your elbows together and inhale back, but try not to flare up through the ribs. So watch you're not going too far back. Keeping the spine down into the floor, and then exhale and inhale back. And exhale. And inhale back. So the hands just lightly at the side of the head. And as you come up, you're bringing everything together. But as you go back, watch that you're not arching up through the spine. So keep the belly drawn in. So we've got that tension on throughout. And then we're getting that real squeeze as we bring the knees and the elbows up. Slow and controlled. So again, awareness of as you go back, you're not flaring up through the ribs, trying to keep the spine in the same position. Then breath back, exhale up, and one more. And then hug those knees in, take the head side to side to release your neck. And breathe. Okay, keep the legs up, the feet, knees a little wider. Press the hands against the thighs and the thighs into the hands. And just feel that contraction there, both sides working in opposition. Press against one another and breathe. Keep the chin tucked. And now from here, we're going to extend the right arm and the left leg. Breathe out. Come back. Press, and then the other leg and the other arm, and reach out. Again, we're trying not to flare up through the rib cage. Okay, keep that pulled in tight, sending everything into the floor, and only go as far back as you can without starting to flare up through the ribs. Keep the chin tucked, keep the abs pulled in, and reset every time you come back. Press, feel that pressure, hands and knees. Okay, so you do it slow and controlled. Breathe out as you reach away. In as you come back, maintaining that engagement through pelvic floor and deep abdominals. So you're going to feel that work, that tension that you're keeping on into the thighs there, into the hip flexors. Keeping the knees and not taking the knees further back than the hips, okay? Keep pulled in deep through your center. And let's do one more of those. And take the feet together on the floor and let the knees roll out to the side again. And just take some breath and maybe just a gentle bouncing of those knees just to relax. Keep the belly drawn in. Okay, and then hug those knees. And just take a roll up, okay, and then gently roll back and roll up. And roll back and roll up. Use the hands on the floor if you need for support. Try to keep your heels tucked in. Try to then tuck your head in. Try to take your hands lower down towards your feet. Rolling like a ball. And one more. And then from here, come to sitting on the floor with the feet hip distance apart, sitting nice and tall. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to lift your right leg. Now you can reach for that leg, okay? Or you could reach for the foot, yeah, whatever's happening for you. Yeah, so leg or foot with the left hand to the right leg. And then just sweep round, okay, with the right hand. And breathe, holding that position. And then release. Okay, so come back to sitting. So lean back a little bit, keep the abs engaged, straighten out as much as you can through your left leg. Take your right hand to the leg or to the foot and sweep round. Twist, breathe. Stay with your breath. Get that stretch. At the same time, engaging core. Okay, coming back. We're going to do that again. We're going to see if we can add to that, develop that. So the leg goes up, we can hold on to the leg, so right arm, left hand, okay, or get hold of your foot, take a twist. Now this time, try to straighten out the left leg, and then the next challenge is to see if you can lift that left leg off the floor. Okay, breathe. Only do as much as you can. Keeping strong, balanced core, breath, twist, it's all happening, release. Okay, so we find the other side, left leg goes long, right hand to the leg or to the foot. Twist, breathe, start to shift that right heel. See if you can lift that leg off the floor. Breathe and maintain that twist as well. Breathe. And then release. Stretch the legs long and take a spine stretch. Breathe. So next one, we can either be on the hand and come up, and the full version, we're going to do this one and tuck. Okay, feels too much, drop the knee, tuck, or we're going to take the elbow down with the hip up. Tuck. All right, so find one of those for you. Yeah, either elbow or hand, knee, or you're off. All right, so we reach, tuck, inhale, reach, tuck, inhale, reach, tuck, lower waist lifted. Keep the body still. You can also keep that leg lifted as well. In breath away, exhale, tuck, and then release down. We're going to switch sides. So remember, you can use the elbow. You can keep the knee down, but you raise the hip, or you have yourself fully up. Okay, in breath away, tuck, and we can keep that leg lifted if we want as well. So lots of concentration here, trying to do this full range here. Keep the lower waist lifted. In breath away, exhale, tuck. In breath away, exhale, tuck, lower waist lifted, hips lifted. Last one, and release down. Come to the floor and hug your knees in. Imprint your spine. Take your arms out and take your knees to one side. And just release. And then to the other. And look to the other side and release. Breathe. Come back, place the feet on the floor, bring those heels in as tight as you can to the sit bones and peel yourself up. Lift those hips up. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Now, where can the hands go? Can you reach them to your feet? If you've made them to your feet, maybe you could reach for your ankles and lift and really lengthen out the front of the body. Or maybe interlace your fingers. Squeeze the shoulders towards one another. Lift the hips, squeeze through the inner thighs, and open up the front of the body. Or if you want more, hands to hips, lift up, and breathe. And come down. And hug those knees in. Roll yourself up. Stretch your legs long. Reach forwards for your legs or your feet. And spine stretch here. Send the tailbone away, pull the belly in. And breathe. And release. You're going to sweep those legs behind you. Okay. And we're going to place the hands at the front of the mat, tuck the toes, lift up to downward facing dog. Hips are high, belly strong, and just pedal your heels up and down. Pushing the floor away. And then from here, start to walk your hands to your feet. Stay down, hands to the floor if you can. Okay, breathe, tuck the head in. And then slowly roll yourself up. And restack the spine. And sweep the hands up and above the head. And press, and side bend, exhale, and center, inhale, and exhale, side bend. Take the hands behind the head and take a gentle twist, and behind the head and twist. And then from here, feet hip distance apart, just bring the hands down by your sides, rise up on the in-breath, big stretch up, and exhale. Coming down. In breath up, toes coming down, in breath up, and exhale, coming down. Shake it out. And that's it. Before you know it, you've done a half an hour of a core flow session.